Well, good Thursday, everyone, or maybe we should say happy Friday Eve.
Yes.
Yes, yes. I'm here with my colleagues Autumn Lewandowski and Josh Nichols, and we are staying warm inside, but Autumn is
No.
experiencing the really strong wind gusts in her backyard.
Oh, and I can attest to it, Mary Beth. It is chilly. I don't have gloves on, so the hands are going to stay in my pockets over the next 10 minutes or so. But we do have that warm up, the glorious warm up for the weekend that I cannot wait to tell everybody about.
Yes, yes, yes. And
A
we
lot,
are talking about
a lot.
the season this morning for the Buffalo Airport. Josh, do you want to fill in everybody about that?
Yeah, we had our first. The average for the first flake is October the 24th. Um, Typically, we get our first inch of snow, by the way, on November the 18th, and we typically get our first measurable snow, in other words, 1/10 of an inch or more, by November the 8th. So this is pretty much right on target. The latest first flake back in 1985, November 22nd, the earliest, September 20th, 1956. And, it's kind of interesting, that we had these first flakes at the same time that the Climate Prediction Center has issued the forecast for the winter. And they are currently forecasting a wetter than normal winter for the eastern Great Lakes. So maybe this is just the first of what could be several flakes falling in our future.
Yeah, it could be the prelude. And here's a look at some of the snowfall totals. They weren't very high, but some of the surrounding suburbs did pick up a trace, like West Seneca, East Aurora, Cheektowaga, and even down towards Springville, Glenwood, ski country. They're seeing a little bit of snow, a little bit more measurable, 0.3 inches there, just over a quarter of an inch. But it's not going to stick around. We are going to be warming up, as we were all alluding to before. But check out the temperature right now. At the Buffalo Airport, it's 43 degrees, and the winds are gusting now to 38. We have seen some winds gusting over 40. I kind of feel like this is the windiest of the 4-day period that we've been in. But the wind chills right now are way down there, down into the low 30s. Actually, we're 2 degrees warmer compared to this time yesterday. Can you believe it? But it doesn't feel like it at all.
I think
It doesn't.
Not
It's those wind gusts. I mean, yes, it's a 2-degree difference to be on the warmer side, but when the winds kind of increase more and it feels like you're at or below freezing, it's a raw Thursday. But at least in the South towns, it's dry right now.
Yes, yes. And the temperatures around the region are generally hovering anywhere from the upper 30s into the low to mid 40s. Pretty much it's going to be status quo temperature for several hours. But check out these wind gusts. They're pretty much the highest here in the Buffalo metro area. You can see those dark purple areas. The whole metro area is seeing a very, very blustery afternoon, but still some higher gusts along the Lake Erie shoreline. Down across the southern tier, there's some gusts as well. But let's take a look at the hourly forecast. There are improvements coming our way into the evening. So we're finding some lake showers in some parts of our viewing area, but that should be weakening during this evening. Do you guys want to fill in on that or chime
well,
in?
yeah, sure. I was pretty robust earlier on, and especially for the Tonawondas. That's where we saw I believe, the bulk of some of this lake effect. So I think the band will start to diminish, as Mary Beth pointed out, and it's still going to be chilly. We should kind of look at these temperatures and scratch our heads a little bit because, this is more typical of November than it is of October. The normal high right now is in the upper 50s. So this is kind of tough to take.
Oh,
It
for
is.
sure.
Yes, yes. But check this out. There's hope on the horizon. And
Oh,
tomorrow,
can't
I know
wait.
it's going to be 60, but I think it's going to still be pretty blustery. So it's not going to feel like 60, maybe 10 degrees colder, but still a big improvement over today. And it'll be so nice to see some sunshine.
Oh, the sun will be great. And speaking of those temperatures, Josh, when you said it's more like November with those numbers in the lower 40s, then you factor in the wind chill where you're just about the freezing mark. I mean, that's January and February weather. 32 degrees is what you see as daytime highs then. And for us to feel that way right now, you could say that it feels like winter. That's for sure with those wind chills. However, we are not there yet. We're going to
Yep.
stomp the brakes on that and allow a nice fall weekend to take back over. So that will be nice, especially the sunshine. Even if it's a very blustery kind of beginning to the day on Friday, when you
Yeah.
see the sun, I think everyone will have more of a pep in their step. That's for sure.
I agree. And I really kind of think that the weekend is going to be a shock to the system for all of us. And you know what? It's going to give our furnaces a nice break too. They're not going to kick on because even the nighttime lows are going to come up too. But you know, I know the gas prices are really high and the energy prices are high this winter, but next several days you're going to get a break. You might not even need the furnace in some cases. Let's take a look at the radar right now. Do you guys want to go over that?
Sure. Yeah. We're seeing again that rather robust area of what's left of the lake and Chance train off to the north and west. By the way, some reference here. We had a little bit of that wet snow that we were talking about earlier, but parts of Ontario to our north had 10 centimeters of heavy, pasty, wet snow that coated the trees and caused some of those trees to break, and they're actually having some power issues up there. So that's not here in our neck of the woods of
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
unusual this.
Yeah, we are seeing some steadier showers though near the Lake Ontario shoreline around Lewiston, Newfane, Lyndonville, much of the northern half of both Niagara and Orleans counties. Some spotty showers over in Lockport, but it looks like the showers are being slow quite as they were compared to this time yesterday with that driving rain. But across the southern tier, you'll see a couple little pinks popping up, like around Salamanca limestone. Still some wet snow in the mix, too. There could be some dicey, icy spots on the roads for the next, I'd say, the next 6 to 8 hours or so before we start to dry out.
And I think we can all kind of speak to this. The fall colors, they were just so vibrant and so gorgeous this past weekend. Now with the wind, and the rain, the lake effect, a lot of those leaves are down in our backyards and in many cases too on the roads, especially some of those secondary elevated roadways. So, wet leaves can be tricky. So definitely look out for that. A little bit slippery in spots.
Yeah, good point, Josh. It's slippery on the roads, and even if you're walking too, um, if you're taking a stroll in your neighborhood, you could, if you have a wet sidewalk and those leaves, a bunch of them together, you just got to be careful how you step.
Oh, for
While
sure.
we,
You have an
yeah,
unruly dog, or one that's maybe getting
right,
leash trained and they're pulling
yeah,
you. You might end up in a dicey situation for sure, because
yeah,
those leaves, as they're wet, can feel like some ice underneath your feet. That's for sure.
absolutely. But here we go with the big picture. We do have a trough of low pressure that's pushing through. That's giving way to more widespread showers this afternoon. But following in behind that is that big blue H. That's a dry weather system. And it's going to give this system a punch. It's going to move it out of here by midnight. And that red line that you see to the north of the H is a warm front. And that's going to draw in a bubble of warm air that's going to stick around for at least the next several days. So instead of temperatures below normal, we're going to be talking about temperatures above normal. So this is good if you like the warmer weather. So we'll take you through the hour by hour forecast. Notice by 10 o'clock tonight, we're losing a lot of the lake shower activity. It's thinning out, it's weakening. But still concentrated, especially closer to the Buffalo metro area. But as we move toward the midnight hour and the overnight period, notice how the skies rapidly clear out. Again, we're going to have those blustery winds tomorrow, even though it will be milder. It will feel a little bit, but Sunday really look to be the beautiful, a beautiful weekend. It's going to really be an absolutely fantabulous, sensational weekend.
And
So,
I'll just add one clearing tonight. The Orionid meteor shower is peaking, and that could potentially bring 10 to 20 shooting stars per hour. So if you don't mind the wind, you've got some clearing. You can gaze into the heavens, and maybe you'll see some of those meteors.
Yeah,
yeah,
just bundle up a little bit.
especially the people who get up really early in the morning, like the 4 o'clock in the morning risers, the sky should be clearing out by then. So that might be a good opportunity to see them, in the pre-dawn hours. So that's a good point, Josh. Yeah, but those showers will be ending tonight. It's going to be another chilly night with temperatures going down into the 30s once again. Eventually, the winds are going to lighten up a little bit as we go into the overnight period, but it will be another breezy, if not blustery day tomorrow with plenty of sunshine. Oh my gosh, it's been so long since we've seen the sun, right?
Yeah,
It seems
can't
like,
wait.
remember almost.
It's been a week because my daughter, we went down to Florida and we got back on Sunday. So we watched the sunrise on the eastern coast of Florida on Sunday morning, and we haven't seen the sun since.
Well, maybe you can wake her up early in the morning on Saturday before she watches her cartoons.
Oh yeah. She'll go, "Hey, Mama, is it daytime out yet?" And she'll look,
Right?
and we'll actually see it indicative of lightness, and then
Yeah,
she'll go, "Okay, it's not nighttime anymore."
right.
We're losing daylight per day,
Yeah.
so when it's this cloudy, it's definitely
Yeah,
possible.
Yeah, we'll get our vitamin D back from Mother Nature. Thank you. Thank you, Mother Nature.
yeah,
And look at all
bringing
the
it
sun.
back.
Look at all the sun in the 7 day forecast. This is really easy to take weather, right?
For sure.
Yeah, I can't wait for it. The fact that it happens through the weekend. We're actually going to a pumpkin farm on Sunday, and they put on their Facebook page, "Hey, everything is pre-sale for this weekend. We know it's going to be gorgeous, so we got to make sure that we're not kind of overdoing it with how many people are coming in." So if you plan on doing something like that, check the social media sites, their websites, just to see if there's anything that you may have to do prior to going out, because I know everyone's kind of itching to get back outside.
Yeah.
I know this weekend I've watched all the leaves fall off the tree out front, and I'm really ready to rake them up. But I just know it's going to be, one, better weather, and two, less windy this
Yeah.
weekend. So that's going to be on my to-do list as well.
Yeah, and it's good for the folks heading to those haunted houses and the haunted hay rides. It's going to be really, really nice for that, I think.
It'll be nice not to have to bundle up.
Yeah, a spooktacular, spectacular weekend, right? Weather-wise.
Going to be great. We just don't look at the end of, the middle of next week where things kind of go haywire once again. But,
Yeah.
it's fall. It's what we have to
Yeah.
deal with.
We're on that roller coaster ride again, but this time we're going uphill. So, well, we'll see you guys back in the studio. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. Get out and enjoy the fall foliage. There still is a lot of foliage around. There's a lot of festivals, pumpkin festivals, haunted houses, haunted hay rides, apple picking, all that fun fall stuff to happen here in Western New York. So take advantage of it while we have the opportunity here. We don't always get it, right?
In the meantime, cook a mean pot of
There- oh,
Yeah, stew. My sister says chicken cacciatore. My dad said chicken soup and dumplings. So
yes.
we're all about, being inside and homey right now. And then the weekend,
Hi,
go
too.
have at it.
Yep. All right. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you. Take care.
Take care. Bye.
All right. Thanks, guys.